Welcome to our comprehensive review of the best business laptops. In this video, we'll explore top-performing laptops that excel in reliability, power, and portability, making them ideal for professionals and entrepreneurs. Whether you need robust security features, exceptional battery life, or seamless multitasking capabilities, we have something for you. Check out the video description for all the product buying links. If you enjoy this content, don't forget to like the video, subscribe for more insightful reviews, and let us know your thoughts in the comments. Let's get started with the best business laptops available today. Number 6. HP Spectre X 36014, 2024. The best work laptop we've tested is the HP Spectre X 36014, 2024. This premium 2-in-1 laptop features a sturdy all-aluminum chassis with a thin and light design, which makes it a great choice for those who travel a lot. Using Intel's new Meteor Lake processors, light productivity tasks like text processing, web browsing, spreadsheets, and presentations are a breeze, and its NPU, Neural Processing Unit, accelerates AI features like Windows Copilot. Battery life is excellent, so you don't need to worry about charging it throughout the workday. You can charge the laptop over USB-C, giving you the freedom to use a wide range of compatible chargers. The overall user experience is great. You get a sharp 8K OLED display with touch and pen input, an excellent haptic touchpad, and a 4K webcam. A fingerprint sensor and facial recognition camera are also included for quick logins. Port selection is decent, including one USB-A and two USB-C/Thunderbolt 4S, so you can transfer files quickly and connect multiple peripherals and external displays. There's also support for Wi-Fi 7. Unfortunately, the RAM isn't user replaceable, so make sure you get enough for your needs up front. Lastly, remember that OLEDs are susceptible to permanent burn-in and their flickering can be bothersome to some. Number 5. Microsoft Surface Laptop. 5 though considered a premium laptop, the Microsoft Surface Laptop. 5, 2022 is our best mid-range pick. Since it's an older model, from 2022 and is often on sale, with the base 13.5-inch variant costing around $850 USD. It feels just as well built as the HP Spectre X 36014, 2024. Above, and provides a great user experience overall. You can configure it with an Intel 12th Gen Core, i5 or i7 CPU. Both are fast enough to handle general productivity tasks, like text processing, web browsing, spreadsheets, and video playback. Memory and storage max out at 16 GB and 512 GB, respectively, which is likely enough for most people with a light workload. The 15-inch variant supports up to 32 GB of RAM and 1 TB of storage, if you need more. There are a couple of downsides compared to the HP Spectre above. First, this is a clamshell laptop. It supports touch and pen input, but unlike the HP, it isn't a 2-in-1, so you can flip the screen around and use it as a tablet. Second, although its IPS display is great, it isn't nearly as good, as it doesn't look as sharp or colorful, and its low contrast makes blacks look gray in dim settings. Last but not least, its battery lasts only around 8 hours of light use, so depending on your usage, you might need to plug it in for a quick charge to get through the day. Number 4. Asus Vivobook 16M 1605, the best budget laptop for business we've tested, is the Asus Vivobook 16M 1605, 2023. This ultra-portable feels well built for the price and isn't overly bulky for a 16-inch device, so it's still easy to carry around. You can get this laptop with an AMD Ryzen 5 or Ryzen 7 CPU, which are more than adequate to handle general productivity tasks. As for the RAM, it has 8 GB soldered onto the motherboard and a SO-DIMM slot, so if you can't find a model, With 16 GB, you can always get an 8 GB model and upgrade it yourself. Battery life is about the same as the Microsoft Surface Laptop 5, 2022, at around 8 hours of light use, which means you may need a quick charge to get through a typical workday. This model delivers a pretty good user experience overall. It has a spacious full-size keyboard with a numpad, which is handy for those working with lots of numbers, as well as a large and responsive touchpad. You get Wi-Fi 6E wireless connectivity, a fingerprint sensor for quick logins, and a decent port selection, with 3 USB-As, a USB-C, and an HDMI. Unfortunately, the USB-C doesn't support video output, so you'll have to use the HDMI port to connect an external display. The main drawback of this laptop is the display. Its 1080p resolution looks reasonably sharp at this screen size. However, it's quite dim at around 250 CD per square meter of brightness, so visibility may be an issue in well-lit rooms. It also looks washed out due to its narrow color gamut. Number 3. Lenovo IdeaPad. Slim 3. iChromebook 14. If you want to spend as little as possible, get the Lenovo IdeaPad. Slim 3 iChromebook 14, 2023. This simple 14-inch Chromebook is a great option for younger students or anyone needing a simple device to do light work, like responding to emails, text processing, spreadsheets, and video playback. The Core i3 configuration. Paired with a FHD touch-sensitive display, 8 GB of RAM, and 128 GB of storage, is often on sale. For around $400 directly from Lenovo, there are cheaper configurations. However, we don't recommend them, unless you have an extremely light workload and don't mind compromising on the display quality. The touch-sensitive FHD display gets bright enough for well-lit settings and is reasonably color-accurate. Above the display sits an excellent 1080p webcam, so your colleagues and clients can see and hear you clearly on video calls. The keyboard feels spacious, but a tad mushy, and the touchpad is small and not always responsive. For those new to Chrome OS, know that this operating system is limited in the type of applications you can install, so you must ensure you can do everything through a Chrome browser or Android app. Number 2. Microsoft Surface Pro 8. If you like the 2-in-1 tablet form factor, get the Microsoft Surface Pro 8 2021, one of the best laptops. For business and personal use we've tested, you can detach the keyboard to save space when consuming media or make the device easier to hold, and the built-in kickstand lets you tilt the screen to an almost flat position to take notes or draw with a stylus. It works with Microsoft's Slim Pen 2, though any Microsoft Pen protocol stylus will work. The Slim Pen 2 supports 4096 levels of pressure sensitivity and tilt, making it suitable for digital artists and creators, and it even has a haptic engine that simulates the feel of writing or drawing on paper. You have to buy the keyboard and stylus, separately though, increasing the overall cost of the device. The keyboard feels very comfortable, especially for a type cover keyboard, and there's a slot at the top to store and charge the Microsoft Slim Pen 2. Its 1080p webcam is excellent and among the best on the market, and there's even a back-facing camera to take photos for your project or to share. For ports, you get 2 USB-Cs, a proprietary Surface Connect, charging port, and a 3.5mm headphone jack. The USB-Cs support Thunderbolt 4, allowing you to transfer files quickly and connect 2 4K at 60 Hz displays with a single cable. Battery life sits around 7 hours of light use, which is on the shorter side, but not bad for a tablet PC. By the way, Microsoft has released a new Surface Pro 11th edition, which features an ARM-based Qualcomm SoC, We've purchased it and will review it soon, so stay tuned. Number 1. Dell XP 16 2024, the best Windows workstation laptop. We've tested is the Dell XP 16 2024. This premium model has a sleek, modern design with edge-to-edge keys, an invisible touchpad, a capacitive function row, and impossibly thin bezels. It's available with Intel Media Lake CPUs, paired with integrated graphics or an NVIDIA discrete GPU, up to an RTX 4070, giving you enough processing power to tackle intensive workloads, like programming, video editing, and 3D modeling, RAM and storage. Max out at 64 GB and 4 TB, respectively. Unlike older XP's models, the RAM is no longer user replaceable, so get enough for your needs up front. As for the display, you can choose between a 120Hz FHD plus IPS or a 90Hz 4K plus OLED panel. We highly recommend the latter, as an FHD plus resolution is inadequate for a 16-inch screen, but know that it'll cost more. As for the user experience, it depends on your taste and willingness to adapt. The keyboard's edge-to-edge keys can cause more typos due to the lack of space between the keys, and because the touchpad is invisible, you can sometimes be right at the edge where the tracking is inconsistent. The capacitive function row is also controversial and might not be to everyone's liking. Apple got rid of the touch bar for a reason. Battery life is good at around 9 to 10 hours of light. Use on a model with a Core Ultra 9 processor and RTX 4060. You'll get even more on models with integrated graphics only. You get Wi-Fi 7 wireless connectivity, a fingerprint sensor, a facial recognition camera. For quick logins and an OK port selection with 3 USB-C Thunderbolt, 4S and a microSD card reader.